Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School. I am sitting here and I was thinking about this great song I heard last night by the rapper T.I. I think it's called "We Will Not," and I really like the song a lot. Not just because T.I. has always been my favorite rapper. I never tell you, I don't really mention this much, but I like T.I. a lot. He's actually, it's funny. I respect him the same reason I respect Dame Dash because they both kind of remind me of my father. My father was like kind of old school, very family values oriented. Took care of his kids, kind of had a machismo about him. Plus, he was like a not a tall guy. He's kind of short and thin. But anyway, that's enough of that personal stuff. But anyway, I always thought he was just a great artist too. He's always brilliant, and he made a great song. Where he was just talking about what black people are going through and standing up, and we will not allow you to do this, and this to our people. And I know it's just a song, right? But to me, there's significance because what you're seeing now more and more is you're seeing hip hop artists realizing that there's a huge opportunity, business wise, business and otherwise, to stand with your people. That you don't have to go out here cooning and bowing down and making yourself a part of somebody else's empire, genocidal empire, in order to be successful. And so, what I loved about the song was just that, I'm seeing the hip hop artists really use their brilliance for their community. That's where it belongs. I believe that any self-respecting black person who cares about black people should use whatever resources they have at their disposal for their community. If you're not using what you got to help other black people, then what you got is pretty much worthless, in my opinion. If you're going out here and you saving Chinese kids and you ain't saving your own, I don't understand that logic very much. If you out here, in the suburbs and you working for the white man and you making his community strong by giving your services to a corporation, and you're passing up your community in the process, I don't see much value in that. I don't understand that. And so anyway, I really am pleased to see hip hop artists really connecting to the core of what we're talking about. Years ago when I had the back and forth with Lil Wayne about the whole Mountain Dew deal and the Emmett Till disrespect that I felt that he showed, I didn't enjoy being in that position because I don't like feeling like I'm any kind of enemy of hip hop because I love hip hop. It's the only type of music I ever listened to. Other music used to bore me when I was a kid, until I started hearing, you know, um, the Grandmaster Flashes and Sugar Hill Gang and all that stuff, and NWA. Eventually, I loved NWA. I'll admit to that, all of that, and so basically, I think the hip hop artists are coming back home. You're seeing a lot of celebrities coming back home from Beyonce across the board, and I think we should encourage them, welcome them with open arms, and you really got to support them. I think that they're struggling to sell records, they're struggling to maintain, and if we don't support them, then nobody else will. Because they're going to get rejected by white folks. Whenever you see a black person really take a stand, like a Jesse Williams, we see a black person take a stand like that, just know that they're probably going to be blackballed or something crazy is going to happen to them. So we have to be there to catch them when they fall. So when Jesse Williams comes out with a movie, I think every black person in America should go see the movie. I don't really care much about who made it or whatever. I mean, maybe other people benefit from it, but I want to see him succeed. So I'll spend $10, $15 to go support Jesse Williams. So, those were my thoughts, and it was on my mind as well because excuse me, at the All Black National Convention the weekend of September 16th. David Banner just reached out to us and said he's going to roll through. Also, we're going to have a couple other hip hop artists, Yurima Karama, Killer Mike. Madam President is a great spoken word artist as well. She has a hip hop swag to her, so I think that's what fits. And then we have a lot of thinkers and intellectuals coming through, from Judge Olu Stevens, Zaza Ali, Malik Shabazz, Nomalanga Mushali Moses, Yvette Carnell, just a lot of really powerful black people who have the ability. I picked the people I invited based on their ability to think independently, to really break outside the box. It's easy to get these mainstream Negroes who will tell you how wonderful Hillary Clinton is, or who will tell you how to get into the mainstream, or tell you how to sit next to Bill Gates and Martha Stewart. But I'm not really interested in that. To me, that doesn't require much strength. It actually requires the ability to assimilate. Assimilation, following a crowd, does not require anything other than the ability to understand what the crowd is telling you to do. It only requires your ability to kind of become a chameleon to whatever somebody else's agenda is and kind of be a yes man or a yes woman to that agenda. It takes real strength to really step out here in the frontier of blackness, where you ain't really got the support that you really deserve, where you really don't have the resources that you would like to have, and build something of your own. So with the All Black National Convention, I picked people that I thought were good builders. I picked David Banner because David has impressed me not just with his lyrical ability. I mean, he's a great artist, absolutely, but he's impressed me with the fact that he is deeply committed to the success of black people. I've seen Killer Mike do some things that where I said, okay, this brother's going out of his way to really use hip hop, the power of hip hop, for what it was intended for, which is, it was intended to uplift you. It was never intended to destroy you and to kill you. That was something that somebody else did to that weapon and turned the gun to your own head. So, because it doesn't make any sense. You have to be mentally ill to glorify the genocide of your own people. You have to literally be mentally ill and incredibly brainwashed. And unfortunately, a lot of our artists are kind of in that category, and it's a battle. It's really a spiritual warfare. We're in the middle of spiritual warfare right now, and that's the best way I can describe it. We are in a war for the souls of our children. We are like, like the Jedi. Anybody watch Star Wars? The Jedi against the Empire. I mean, they got the power, they got the guns, they got the corporate money, they got all the media outlets, they own all of that. But we can fight that, we can build that, because we have heroes, we have superheroes in our community. We got the Tariq Nasheeds, we got the David Banners, we got the Umar Johnsons and people like that. I wish Umar was coming. Maybe one day he'll join us or something. But we've got the power, we got the firepower in our community, the brilliance in our community, and the steely determination in our community to really overcome anything. We are something. We are really kryptonite to white supremacy, and I encourage you to embrace your own personal power in terms of being as intellectual as you got to be, being as forthright as you got to be, being as strong as you got to be to make a difference on this issue. Because we can all do it if we stick together. I know it. We're gonna win this fight, whether it's 2016 or 2116. We're going to get there. The All Black National Convention is my modest effort to try to make that happen. We're spending our own money. We're not using corporate money. We didn't go to McDonald's and American Airlines and Walmart and say, "Can you make a donation? Can you help us, please? Because we just some poor niggas and we just don't know how to. We can't put off no convention by ourselves without your money." We didn't do all of that. We just said, okay, let's raise our money ourselves. We'll ask people to support, and if people support, cool. If they don't, it's all good. That's what we created the Black Business School. We're using resources from there to put into this, and it's hard as hell. So if you want to buy a ticket, I would really appreciate that. But we're gonna make it work, because I already know that if you play chess and not checkers, you have a better chance of winning the game. And we got some of the best chess players on the planet. So I'm about to get out of here. So you can check out more about the convention by visiting allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. It's down in Atlanta, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. We're going to try to have a live streaming option that's not going to be free because we need to raise the money to pay everything. But we're going to try to have a live streaming option as well for those who live too far away. But if you do live far away, I say there's no better time this year to make a trip. There's no better time. Somebody emailed me and told me that they got their plane ticket for all the way from Boston for $150. I would say $150 is a modest investment for information, for something that's literally going to affect you for the rest of your life. If you know anything about me, you know that I don't do anything unless the goal is to have impact. And just know that this is going to be one of the most impactful things I've ever done in my life. So I hope you'll have our back. Go check it out, allblacknationalconvention.com. I am gone. Take care. Peace.